Alright, today I wanted to talk about what Pokemon I think we're going to see in Regulation MC. So, buckle up, here we go, let's get into it. Dondozo, or more like Donbozo, I think is going to be number one. First of all, we have Tatsugiri, the Mega form, not in the game yet. And I think we're going to see Mega Tatsugiri added, along with Tatsugiri, in MC. So it's kind of a twofer. We're going to see Tatsugiri almost for sure. I think Dondozo is going to be in the same regulation if Tatsugiri gets added in. So I think we're going to see Dondozo. What does Dondozo do well? He is absurdly physically bulky. Dondozo has Unaware. He ignores stat boosts from the opposing Pokemon. So if you Swords Dance your King Gambit, it's just going to be a neutral. He doesn't care. In addition to Unaware, when you have Dondozo and Tatsugiri both on your side of the field, Dondozo is going to eat Tatsugiri. When Dondozo eats Tatsugiri, it gets a +2 to all its stats, and then depending on what color Tatsugiri you eat, when you use the move Order Up, you get another stat boost. So he just quickly becomes a problem. And on top of that, he's going to use Rest to recover his health when he gets low. He gets to be a lot to handle. Best way to deal with Dondozo is to get rid of those stats with a move like Haze, or you give Dondozo the Toxic condition, and then start beating it down like that. But however, Dondozo can use Rest, so it can overwrite that Toxic. And then it doesn't have as much special defense as it does defense. So hitting it with strong special moves is one of your best ways to get rid of it. Another great way to get rid of it is to use Taunt or Encore so that it can't rest if you give it Toxic. So that's another great way to get rid of Dondozo as well. Real quick, thank you so much for watching my video. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like, comment, and subscribe for the YouTube algorithm to push it to more people, I'd be greatly appreciative of that. Enough of that, moving on to Nidoking and Nidoqueen. I think they're both going to be added to the game. However, I think Nidoking is going to be the one that will be seeing more play. Nidoking gets Sheer Force, and if you pair Sheer Force with Life Orb, you don't get the recoil, but you get the stat boost. Now, Nidoking's attack stat is naturally higher than its special attack. However, its special attacks work better with Sheer Force, Life Orb, and you're going to end up doing more damage. So that's how that works. If you don't know what Sheer Force does, you get a damage boost if the move you use has a secondary effect, like Flamethrower has a 10% chance to burn. Thunderbolt has a 10% chance to paralyze. However, you don't get those secondary effects anymore, but you get a damage boost. So that's the trade-off with Sheer Force. Also with Life Orb, for some reason you get the bonus damage, but you don't take the 10% recoil for some reason. Like, that's the secondary effect. Chops it off, you still get the 30% kabam kapow. It's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. Some good, kind of ridiculous examples of coverage it gets. It gets Earth Power, Sludge Wave, Ice Beam, Flamethrower, Thunderbolt. Great for breaking through Steel and Fairy type walls, or not even walls, but cores, I should say. So I think this would be a great addition to the game right now for like General Flow Wet Answer, just a better, more ground special attackers. It seems like it would fit on a lot of places right now. So I think that would be a great addition to the game. I also think it fits in a good spot where it isn't the most devastating thing to fit in the game, but it's definitely going to like weaken the other side by itself, if not just be a problem without being too much of a problem. You can't deal with it, because you're going to be able to probably hit it first, I'd say majority of the time, but it's going to be able to at least hit you back at least once. And then if you can work with like the speed stat, you can probably get 2, maybe 3 hits in, but I would say in most cases it probably won't run away with the game. All right, the next pick I think will be added is Amoonguss. What does Amoonguss do well? Regenerator makes it really annoying to hit it for not great damage, have it switch out, and just be annoying that it gets to come back in and just be still a nuisance and be pretty fine. Rage Powder redirection is pretty annoying. There's not a lot of great grass attackers in this format, so like there's not a lot of things ignoring Rage Powder right now. Unless like Meowscarada stocks go way up for some reason. I don't know why they would. I guess if Meganium got in a better place in the meta, maybe, but like you'd still be struggling to deal with Amoonguss as Meganium, so that doesn't really help your case. Amoonguss's weakness, it generates next to zero offensive pressure. However, it is super annoying with like spores, redirection, protect, healing back up. Pollen Puff can heal your own dudes. That's annoying, can deal damage. We saw it run Sludge Bomb for a while, but it's still not going to do great damage, but you could probably 4-hit, 3-hit sometimes, KO things. Ways to shut down Amoonguss: taunt it. That's going to shut off most of its moves. It's what you want to be doing. Safety Goggles gets added back into the game. You can use that on some important Pokemon to not get slept. Incineroar is a big one. Where you can switch in if they have Amoonguss on the field. You don't want to get this Pokemon slept. You switch in Incineroar to eat the spores, or just beat a grass type. Grass types can't be put to sleep with Spore. Amoonguss pairs really well with anything that wants redirection. We were seeing this a lot with like Chien-Pao, Fluttermane, Urshifu, things that want to stay on the field but not get hit. Amoonguss is just great for it, eats up a lot of hits. All right, maybe the spiciest take on this list. I'm going with Smeargle, dude. Smeargle, I kind of have a soft place in my heart for Smeargle, but not like Dark Void Smeargle. So like way back in the day, that was really annoying. But I have a soft spot in my heart for Focus Sash, Decorate, Spore, Follow Me, Protect, Smeargle. Like, bro, that's just the ultimate, like, brother, we out here playing Pokemon, and I'm gonna like either get this moody speed boost or I don't, and it's hilarious. Like, I love Smeargle. I think he's so funny. So Smeargle is basically like a Temu Amoonguss, but like he can take over the game better sometimes because he can get fast and get like those priority spores. And then if you get lucky and you can protect on the third turn, like, and get the moody boost and just keep sitting in the field and get super fast, dude, I think it's hilarious. So I like Smeargle. I think they should add him in. When you can decorate your partner in doubles and just like shoot up its attack or special attack, hilarious to me. I think it's just goofy and I like it. It's fun. Ways to deal with Smeargle. Just hit him twice. Dual Wing Beat probably kills him. Probably. He has Focus Sash for a reason because he's so frail. Or Taunt. Taunt just shuts him off completely. Yeah, pair Smeargle with anything that wants to just run over the game with offense, but it can also be fast. I used to run it with Tornadus. When Tornadus, you could put the Sharp Beak on it and set up your own Tailwind and just hit the, was it Bleakwind Storm? Hit both Pokemon on the other side, 90% accurate, something like that. And to boost that damage again, dude, that damage got nutty. Crazy damage, crazy. Next we have Togekiss. I really think we're gonna see Togekiss in MC, and Let me give you the rundown of why. Because I think we have so much Garchomp running around that Togekiss just walls Chomp. So I think they might see, oh, there's so much Garchomp running around that they're going to put in Togekiss as like an answer, good answer to Garchomp running around. So I think that's why they're going to add him. Here's what Togekiss does well, in case you don't know. Has Serene Grace, so you use air as a special attacker that's also pretty bulky. Serene Grace with Air Slash is like a 60% chance to flinch your opponent. That's pretty crazy. If you pair that with like Mega Raichu Y, Zap Cannon, it's like a 65% chance that they don't attack between the flinch and the paralysis. I think the math adds up to like 65% chance they don't attack. Beyond that kind of cheesiness, it has good special attack stat and good special defense, and it can roost to heal itself if you really want to. But I don't think that's the best thing to be doing with it. I think you just kind of want to try to hit the flinches, pair it with something that can paralyze, try to get some flinching happening. But you're also just a great special attacker in general. Between air coverage and fairy coverage, that's with Dazzling Gleam. Dazzling Gleam, you're not going to get flinches or anything, but you're getting some good spread damage. Alright, so if you're against a Togekiss, how are you going to deal with it? A lot of Togekiss is going to depend on some variance with the flinching, so if you don't get flinched, it's kind of like you're, 40% not to flinch. It's not great, but like, I'll take it. I think I can handle that. And they can only flinch one, so like if your partner can deal with it kind of thing, or yeah. The other option is to wall it with things like if Heatran gets into the game. I don't think he's going to be coming this next MC, but I think he might be an MD. Heatran's a great wall to Togekiss. So is Corviknight. A lot of steel, bulky steel types kind of just wall Togekiss between the. You can only really do flying or fairy damage. Well, so that's kind of what you're looking to do. Is stick a steel type in front of it. That shuts it down pretty quick. Or you just hit it with like electric type damage. That's what you're looking to do. But you know, you're immune to ground and dragon, so pretty great. 2 immunities, pretty great. Alright, so because you want to stick a steel type in front of Togekiss, you often want to pair it with something that can break a steel type, so like a strong ground type attacker, like Nidoking we mentioned earlier, or a fire type attacker, or something like Hisuian Arcanine, something that can dish out a lot of fire type damage in those veins, so you can deal with a steel type. That's what you want to be doing with Togekiss. Alright, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Again, please like, comment, subscribe. If it's an option to hype the video, that'd be lit. You do that. Thank you so much. If you liked this video, you can check out this video about information about going to locals. That'd be cool. Yeah, thanks. I believe Jesus loves you, and he has amazing plans for your life. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.